Have you ever set up a week that looks beautiful on paper, color-coded, nicely spaced, full of good intentions, and then sat down on Monday morning and realized you don't actually feel like the person who planned it? If that sounds familiar, this episode is for you. Not to make you plan better, not to push more energy out of yourself, just to talk about the gap between how things look and how they actually feel. This is Between the Pages with Mariane. Gentle planning, stationery, and the quiet thoughts in between. Hello, I'm Mariane, and today I want to talk about something that shows up a lot at the start of the year, especially around January and February, when motivation is supposed to be high, but energy doesn't always follow. It usually starts with excitement, new layouts, fresh pages, nice pens. You plan workouts, projects, routines, all the things. Sound familiar? And on paper, it looks freaking fantastic. Then the week actually begins. You're tired, the weather's heavy, life is busy, your body feels slower than your planner expected. And suddenly, there's this quiet disconnect. The page says, do more. Your energy says, slow down. And here's the uncomfortable part. Not because you planned badly, but because the plan was made from a hopeful place. And now you're living from a tired one. And instead of adjusting the plan, a lot of us adjust ourselves. We push harder. We ignore the signals. We tell ourselves to just try more. And that's when planning starts to feel heavy again. There's actually something human happening here. Research around motivation and energy shows that we tend to overestimate what we'll feel capable of in the future. We plan with our best version in mind, but we live day to day with fluctuating energy, stress, sleep, hormones, weather, and real life. So when your planner and your energy don't match, it's not a personal failure. It's a very normal gap between intention and reality. Now, I've noticed this pattern in myself. I'll set up a week that looks balanced and realistic, and then halfway through realize I was more optimistic than honest. Not on purpose, just human nature. We plan with our best energy. We live with our real energy, and those two don't always match. This is something I keep reminding myself. Your planner doesn't need to reflect who you wish you were. It works best when it reflects who you actually are this week. Not ideal energy, not peak productivity, just real energy. When the planner matches your capacity, it stops feeling like pressure and starts feeling supportive again. So if your pages look great, but you feel flat, here are a few gentle shifts. Nothing strict, just ideas you can borrow if they help. One is planning with space, not filling every hour, not stacking every day, leaving breathing room for slower mornings and quieter afternoons. Another is changing the type of tasks you schedule. Less do everything and more what's the one or two things that actually matter today. And sometimes it's about changing what success looks like. Instead of I followed the plan perfectly, try I listened to myself. That might mean doing less, stopping earlier, moving something to tomorrow. That's not falling behind. That's adjusting in real life. Now, if your planner feels full but you feel empty, there's a sign to soften the plan, not yourself. So when you look at your current week, does it match your actual energy? Or does it belong to a version of you that feels a little bit more rested than you are right now? No judgment, just noticing. Now, if this episode felt familiar, you might like the others too in this season. You can subscribe so Between the Pages with Mariane shows up quietly when you need it. Pretty pages are lovely, but real life matters more. Your planner can meet you where you are. I'll be here with you between the pages. Not to push you with more. Not to push you more. So if your pages look So when you look at your current week, does it match your Oopsie.